Artificial intelligence is moving into many aspects of our lives. AI can now help us with planning a trip, our kids' homework assignments, and now even in Hollywood roles. We just heard about an AI actress called Tilly Norwood. We've heard she's been created and is ready to be hired for all kinds of movie roles. Joining us now to tell us more on what that means to the film industry and real-life actors is University of Manitoba Professor of Film Studies, Brenda Austin-Smith. Good morning, Brenda. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
So when it was announced that this AI actress, Tilly Norwood, was created, what was your first thought?
My first thought is that we are already kind of giving in to this. It could be a PR stunt rather than something really genuine by calling this bot an actress and giving the bot a name. So I've enjoyed over the last few days correcting myself, and I hope modeling others when I say, oh, you mean the bot, the predictive visual text. Yes. So I refuse to call it an actress.
Not an actress. Well,
No.
I'm just curious, what could this mean to the future of filmmaking and actors? I've seen, just anecdotally, the reaction has not been great from folks. So is this setting the course for change, or are we just not open to it or ready for that?
Well, I think it depends from which angle you ask the question. I think if we recall, and some of us might remember, that over the last 2 or 3 years, the first strike was in 2023, and then there was a second one over this summer. There were 2 strikes in Hollywood involving voice actors and live actors, right? Screen Actors Guild, ACTRA, and it was precisely over the threat that large language models like this, or large image models, the threat that posed to voice actors and live actors. And they were onto something, and they signed an agreement because they were reassured that the threat would not, take place. But here it is. So I think it is a huge threat. I think for studios and movie makers, there is an attraction in creating the perfect performer that you don't have to pay, you don't have to feed. It doesn't require, red M&Ms in the dressing room. It doesn't need a limo driver. It will not complain about bad weather. So you don't have to pay it, and you can create your content at virtually no cost once you've got the language model or the image model to supply your talent. I think for the movie industry, in terms of labor, it's a disaster.
Well, we obviously have a thriving film community here in Manitoba. What do you think this shift will mean for us locally here in this province's film industry?
Well, insofar as the industry here can make a shift, it will make a shift to compositing, to people who already work in things like animation. And that takes a lot of work. That's a lot of hard work and imagination. We'll probably be able to retrain or, shift into this kind of choosing amongst the images provided by the large image model. But you won't need as many people, and you will still need some post-production work. But I think it's going to come down to viewers more than it finally comes down to the industry here in Manitoba. It's whether humans, being the kind of curious creatures we are, and given our tendency to anthropomorphize. I mean, we love little creatures that we hook onto our backpacks, right? Labubus. So will this become a craze? Will this become something that people hate watch, or just, oh, I really dislike it, but I'm going to watch it anyway, just to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Time is going to tell. We can't predict.
Okay, Brenda, sorry to cut you off, but we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for your insights.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye-bye.